cars either side of me and people either side of me, but it's pushing myself outside my comfort zone, so that's always good. Long story short, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I filmed last weekend when I went home everything I got up to training wise at home, getting home, everything, and I went to edit it on Friday. It's now Sunday, ready to go up tomorrow, and I filmed loads of it with no sound, and I sort of lost my head a little bit. I keep, like, the camera that I use has this setting and it's like slow-mo, but I've never known really what setting is what. So this setting, you can't film audio with it, but I don't think as a beginner camera user that it's very clear. So I've been doing some research, like it doesn't film with audio, so there's no way of getting that audio back as far as my research says. And I was like, oh, I just won't post anything this week, but there is some content that's usable. So what I was thinking, I've just got to the lake to go for a swim, thinking on the way here I'll have a look through all the footage. Anything that's useful without sound I'll stick in, anything that's useful with sound I'll stick in, and then just record some bits in between that are like a bit of context essentially, because it would be a shame to let it all go to waste and to not post a video tomorrow. And then I might just put some clips in from today. But yeah, I am really, really bad for, if something's not perfect, then I don't want to do anything with it, and I'm like, no, I won't post it because it's not going to be great, when in reality not everything is going to be perfect. And if I start to put these things out there with what I have, people are still going to enjoy watching that part of it and just understand that I am very new to this and that I still don't know how to function my bloody camera. So yeah, thanks for bearing with me, and we'll see how this video all comes together. And there may just be like little bits of me either voicing over, trying to give a little bit of context, or inserting a video of myself saying this is what happened, because it's just probably not going to make sense otherwise. But thank you for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. I'm not sure if you can hear me because of the wind or how good this camera angle is, but I've literally been out for 8 minutes. The person who I messaged about this bike that I'm looking at has just replied. So yeah, things are looking good. And like I say, I'm literally less than 10 minutes in, so I've still got an hour and 50 to go. But yeah, I already feel so much better just getting a bit of fresh air. So this is your sign, after you watch this video, to get out, get a bit of fresh air, go for a walk, go for a run, go for a bike ride, or even just go and sit outside and just enjoy the fresh air. I have to stroke you both.
Not under protest, insist on it. I mean, when you look at there without sound, obviously it looks absolutely fine to write, but there was a bit of noise. Different abilities within this field as well.
This is probably the most enjoyable ride I've had so far. I think probably because I'm at home, I know the roads, I can add loops on and I know roughly how far it is. I just feel really, really good. You probably can't hear a word I'm saying anyway, so yeah, so peaceful.
With my chew.
So, all of the clips that you've just watched, Friday night when I got home, we went out for food, which was the pasta. We sat, for anyone that knows Lincoln, on the Brayford, which, I mean, the Brayford itself and the water isn't that nice. However, the views, the weather, the company was absolutely unreal. And the Saturday morning, I was like, yeah, I'll get up early, I'll go out for my bike ride. I had 2 hours and I'll get it done before we all were going over to my mum's for like a breakfast brunch type thing to just all get together. And I was, like I said in that clip, I was like 8 minutes in, and the guy who I was purchasing the bike from was like, yeah, I'm only here until 8:30. So I was like, swift turn, went back home. My dad was at my nan's, which is on the same road, and I pulled into my nan's. I was like, hi Nan, nice to see you, haven't seen you in like 6 weeks, I'll come round later, but Dad, we've got to go and have a look at this bike. So drove to the bike, which was like 20 minutes away. It was really, really well looked after. Like, the setup that they had was unbelievable, but you could just tell that it was looked after and it was worth the money that I paid for it. So did that, then got home and didn't have time to go out on the bike again because I was in a bit of a rush. I didn't have an hour and a half, so I'd done half an hour's ride. I didn't have an hour and a half to round it up before I had to go to my mum's, and we needed to change the pedals and everything, which obviously you would have seen the footage of. So I went to my mum's, had the brunch, spent some time with my two of my brothers, their girlfriends, two of my nieces, and then came home, changed all the pedals and everything, went out for the bike ride, stopped at my nan's on the way back to be like, sorry about earlier, and she gifted me with lots of ice cream. So that was nice, and just nice to catch up with my nan, really. I think one of the things living away from home is that you don't get to see your family that often. So when I do get to see them, I really like to try and spend as much quality time with them as I can. But obviously it's hard because like everyone lives their own lives. So just because I'm home for that weekend doesn't mean that their lives stop. So yeah, it was really nice. Mum putting on that brunch was nice, so we got to spend some time there. Obviously you see all the footage of the dogs and Gracie, the Labrador. Then one of the cats was there. If you notice, the cat does have 3 legs. Then my brother's dog Milo, and then we went round to my other nan who lives next door, and my granddad, and they've got a Yorkshire Terrier as well. So it was all the dogs, which is another part of going home that I love, just get to catch up with all the dogs. So yeah, it was a really, really lovely weekend. It is Saturday evening. Just been out for some food, do a food shop so that I don't have to do one tomorrow. I can just drive back with the stuff and then prep my food when I get back. I am doing an open water swim tomorrow. A little bit nervous because I've not been to this lake that I'm doing it at. The one that I would usually swim at, well, the one that I've swum at before at home. I was having a look on their website and it was saying that they don't accept tourists when it's hot weather because they're obviously going to get more of their members going, which I completely get. However, one of the people my dad knows runs a lake nearby, so he's like swam the 7 oceans of the world, or like a strait in 7 oceans of the world. I've read his book and like it's next level. His name's Adam Walker, but I think he's known as like Ocean Walker, and he has a lake about 30 minutes away. Apparently it's really nice. I've heard good things, so I've booked in to go there tomorrow at 9, but because it means I'll have to leave at like 8 so that I can get there without stressing, because when I go to new places and I have to figure out the parking and stuff, I'm not 100%. I like to be there early, let's just say that. And I am just absolutely exhausted, so I wanted to make sure that I could sort all my stuff out tonight so that I can then just put my costume on tomorrow, put some clothes on and go, and then get there, get my bearings, get my wetsuit on and get ready to go. So all of my stuff is all over the place because I've travelled home and I'm living out of bags. I thought I would get it ready. Tomorrow after the swim, I'm actually also meeting one of my friends / clients to go through a bit of front crawl with her. She put in the group chat that she wanted to learn a bit of front crawl, so that was what we did. And the gym that we're going to with the pool has like a sauna and a steam room and stuff, so that's my plan, to do that with her, and then sauna, steam room. Hopefully the steam room will try and like liquidize this cough a little bit. So swimming costume tomorrow, I am going to wear this one. I will probably wear it for the lake and for the pool swim, but I'll just see how I feel and if I feel like getting a wet swimming costume back on. That will go on in the morning, and then I'll drive there, and then I'll obviously put my wetsuit on when I get there. This is my wetsuit. Now, I'm not really ready to talk about wetsuits yet because I am just a very weirdly proportioned person. Like, my limbs are very long, and it just doesn't work out. So I bought a wetsuit, it didn't fit me. In what world I thought it was a medium wetsuit, I don't know. I found that out on race day because I tried it on race day. Well done, Summer. And I then bought this wetsuit, not realising that it's thermal. And thermal it is. So I was going to buy a new wetsuit, but seeing as I've just bought a new bike, that one's probably going to have to wait. Vaseline. So I hadn't been wearing any sort of chafing stuff because I didn't get any until last week's open water swim, and then I got this horrific like chafing on and around my neck. So that's coming with me so that I don't end up with some painful chafe. This is my new swim hat and I am absolutely loving it. It's got ducks on it. So that's going to be my swim hat of choice tomorrow. And then need my goggles. Now, I swear by these goggles, right? I have only ever used one other pair, and that was last week because I was like, maybe I should actually try some open water goggles. And because these are darkening, probably should get some that aren't, but it's on the to-do list, let's just say that. So I've then got goggles. I always like to have a spare hat, you know, just in case the fairies come along and steal my swim hat. I don't know why they would do that. Then I just have spare underwear. I always have spare underwear in here. I will pack some more, but yeah, I'm the type of person that if I don't, I will just forget to pack underwear the one time that I don't have it in here, and then I'll end up with no underwear, which is absolutely fine until you go out somewhere afterwards and then you don't have anything. And then I'll also put a spare swimming costume in here as well. I have got like shampoos, conditioners and stuff, obviously not at the lake, but for after the swim at the gym. Then the only other thing that I need are my Crocs, obviously, because that's what we commute to and from the lake, from the car in. And yeah, just clothes really. Obviously got my watch on. I probably won't wear my MyZone heart rate monitor tomorrow, just because it's a little bit, yeah, I don't know, we'll see. I might not. But that is pretty much my stuff ready and together. And then I also have a dry robe towel, so I will pack that as well, mainly because then I can just get changed after and put it on and then just faff around underneath. And it just makes life a whole lot easier than trying to hold a towel and like not show everyone everything. So yes, that is me pretty much ready to go for my swim. Literally just walked through the door about a minute ago. Had a bit of a panic because I didn't have my house keys. They will absolutely be somewhere in my state of a car, but I was in a bit of a rush to get back, to be honest, because it was a bit later than I like to leave, but that's what happens when you go home, like catch up with friends, family, loved ones, when I don't get to go home that often. So it is what it is. It is literally just like 5 to 8 and I am getting ready to go for a 40-minute zone 2 run, which to be honest is perfect after like spending almost 3 hours in a car. So I'm looking forward to it, to be honest. And then when I get back, I've actually got a fair bit to sort out. So it is absolutely not going to be an early night for me, which is annoying. But that is what happens when we go home. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, get this 40 minutes out the way, get back, do a bit of work, sort out all my stuff from home, sort out my washing, which I'll do tomorrow, but if it's sorted out. I've got 2 bikes in the car which need dropping off, but that again is going to be a tomorrow job because it's not going to get too hot in the car now. So yeah, I am running at 8, so I've got 5 minutes to finalise getting ready. I'm pretty much ready to go, to be honest. I just need to put my heart rate monitor on, socks, shoes, and then grab a quick drink. And I need to put my stuff in the fridge, actually, that's a good point. I need to put my stuff in the fridge. I will go and do that now. I may get some footage on the run, I may not. It depends how I feel, whether I just want to go out and try and de-stress and enjoy it and get ready for the week, set some objectives in my head of things that I want to achieve this week. But yes, I'll hopefully see her on the run, hopefully get some footage.
Come on a steady run with me, she says.
Make friends with a goat, a sheep.